Morning, everyone. It's 8:28, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 1487. So I can't believe I've done that many. Okay, so um, markets are kind of quiet. Our bond market is closed. The futures are not because they're electronic, but Asia and Europe are both lower. The UK is going to double its purchases of long term gilts ahead of that October 14th. It was supposed to end on the 14th. Instead, they're doubling it. And, you know, who knows? I don't see how they get out of it. But, the problem is that these pension funds have done the same thing that I've discussed over and over and over again, reaching for yield, reaching for return. They got in trouble. They're, you know, if they had to market, it would be a horrendous problem. But instead, they're just doubling down. So we'll see what happens there. Stock futures have been all over the place. Right now, the Dow is showing up at 15, S&P down about 4, and the Nasdaq down about 20. Last night, they were substantially lower. I think that around 8 o'clock or so, when I did my Sunday night video, futures were down about 25 in the S&P. So, uh, you know, here down a couple of dollars is really quite a comeback. Okay, Rivian. You know, people just do not get that this is a tough business filled with problems and growing pains, and Rivian is feeling them today. They are recalling 100%, which fortunately for them is only 13,000, of their vehicles with a connector problem that could cause you to not be able to steer. you know, just a little problem. And the rest of the autos are lower. Tesla's not. Tesla's down about $1. They have a new record of number of cars produced and sold from the Shanghai plant. But Ford, Ford is 1164. That's down 56 cents or 4.5%. And GM is 3202, down $1.60, all also about 4.75%. And the problem there is a UBS downgrade. I know it's going to sound counterintuitive, but there is kind of MO of when you should buy Ford and GM, and it's not now. I mean, it's getting to be now, but you don't buy Ford and GM when their PE is 3 or 5 or 10. You buy Ford and GM especially, when it's 30 to 1 or 25 to 1. And usually that's the trough after it goes peak to trough. I mean, Ford is probably a buy down here. Remember, Ford still owns tens of millions of shares of Rivian, so that might be getting a little bit of the action too. But the stock is down from 26 to a low of 10 and a half. So down here, it probably is a bit of a buy. Asia and Europe were both down, chip stocks especially. And as I've said before, last night and this morning, the actual bond market is closed today, so you don't have that influence. However, the futures are open and they are lower. The 30-year is down about 3/8 of a dollar, the 10-year less, and the 5-year barely changed. So not a lot of problem there. But, bonds up, interest rates up. The dollar is up another 33 cents at 113. I mean, it got down to that 110 area that we've looked at on the chart as an area of support. And lo and behold, it got down there, spent one day closing at the bottom, and the next day turned up um, over a point, over a dollar, which is a huge move. So we've been down back to 110, which was a breakout after this consolidation, after the other breakouts, and it is steadily moving higher again, higher lows, higher highs. Wheat, well, grains in general, but wheat in particular, up 37 cents a bushel. Um, I'm a little bit long here using WEAT, looking for a place to maybe be a buyer again on another pullback. Oil down 36 cents. Heating oil down 3 cents. Gasoline down 2.5 cents. And nat gas about unchanged, down a little over a penny. But with those higher rates and questions about the economy, the gold is down 25, the silver is down 35. I mentioned in last night's note, I would really like to be a buyer of that silver, and it looks like it's getting right into the area that I really wanted to see. Let's blow this up. Last breakout, this was a huge day. This is a daily chart, and silver was up 55 cents. Unfortunately, we got stopped out of the silver 2 days before that, the AGQ. So I'm looking to buy that again. If we get back towards this 23.6 fib retracement level again during the day, I will pull the trigger there. And that's about it, folks. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Congratulations on the national holiday if you happen to be an indigenous person. Man, could we get any more woke? All right.